Hi everyone, today we are going to go deeper into the MCP integration, and I'm going to show you all the interesting things that you can do directly via the MCP connector of AI Context Flow without ever touching the extension. So I have Claude Desktop open here, and I already have my MCP connector here, but let me just show you as well that I have this connector added here. After the connector is added, let's try doing some operations. So the first operation I'm going to try is creating a new memory bucket. So I'm just going to create a new memory bucket with the name Acme Corp Competitor Research. So let's say there's this client or a company that I have, and I'm trying to do the competitor research on it. So now it's finding the tools, and it found the tool for creating a memory bucket of the AI Context Flow MCP connector, and it created it. Now, the next thing we can do is, let's say that this Acme Corp is a robotics company, and I ask it to find the list of companies doing 1 million plus ARR in the field of robotics. So it gave me the list of the robotics companies that are doing well in the area. So some established giants, some high growth scale ups, and some growth stage companies. So now what I can do is that I can maybe ask it that only keep the early stage companies and store it in my Acme Corp memory bucket. And I can also specify the format. Like I can say just keep the name of the company, the revenue, the website, and the one-liner. So now it found the tool for saving the memory, and after finding it, it's trying to save the memory in the specific format that I specified. So it's saved now. And now it's also going to show me that what did it save. So it saved the name, revenue, website, and the one-liner like I told it to. Now, another interesting thing is that let's say that out of all of this, I feel like the Serve Robotics is not really a competitor, and I can say that delete Serve Robotics in my memory, but keep the rest. So let's see what does it do in this case. Now it's going to go and find the tool again, and it's going to find the delete tool of the MCP server. But because it was like we were not deleting several different memories, this was one memory with different entries. So what it did was that it instead used the tool for replacing the memory. So there was, since this was like one entry and it needed to be edited, not like one of these needed to be deleted. So it used the replace context tool. So now this is what we have in the memory. So the Serve Robotics one is gone. So now let's see what actually happened in the memory studio behind the scenes. So I opened this app.plurality.network, and here I have this new bucket, Acme Corp Competitor Research, that I just created, and it's saying that it has 1 items and it was created 3 minutes ago. So if I click on it, it's going to load my memories, and it has now one memory, which is like, I can also rename it, but it says like early stage robotic companies, 1 million ARR, and there's a summary on it as well. Now, if I click on it, now it's showing me the detailed content that it has. And yeah, I can just AI format it because I don't like the way that this content was added. Okay, so it formatted it as well. And now I can see the table, and this table has the competitors, but it does not have the one competitor that we removed. Now, let me save it as well because I like this table formatting better. And now if I see, I can also see the version history. And if I see the version history, I see that there are 3 versions that are there. So there was this version 1 where we added all of it, including the Serve Robotics here. Then there was this version 2 where we asked Claude to remove the Serve Robotics, and this was removed. And this was the version 3 where we actually did formatting on top of it, and it formatted it into a nice table. So I can also like restore it from here, but like I said, let's not do it from here, and let's see how it would be done directly via MCP connector. So next up, we are going to use the same context that we created via Claude, but we're going to use it in ChatGPT. So now we are going to see what happens if we have the same MCP connector connected in ChatGPT, and can we access the same memory or not. I already have it connected here, so you can also connect it by going to settings, apps, and you see I already have this AI context flow added here. So the next thing that I can do is try to access the same memory bucket that we created from Claude. So I'm just going to write that fetch the competitors of Acme Corp from my memory bucket, Acme Corp competitive research, and write short emails to each of them introducing Acme Corp as an up-and-coming startup in robotics, which is up for an acquisition. So we are asking it to pull the memory from the memory bucket and then do some action based on the fetched items. So now it's calling the tool, and it says that, okay, it found the competitor list, and it contains 4 robotics companies, namely Skill, Covariant, Boston Dynamics, and Agility Robotics. And then it's creating like a personalized email to each one of them. Okay, so that means it was able to fetch, and we can also do interesting things with it. Now let's try to do something interesting. So you remember that in Claude we deleted an entry which was the serve robotics. So I'm just going to send this prompt, and let's see what it does. So now it says that it checked the deleted item, but there wasn't a specific memory item with the serve robotics entry that was deleted. This is because all of these competitors were in the same memory item, but we edited it. So we did not delete a memory item, but we edited it and changed by removing one of the serve robotics entry. So I would say, can you check the older versions of this memory if it has serve robotics? If yes, restore to the previous version. So now it's telling me that it has 3 versions. The first version contains serve robotics, the second version does not contain serve robotics, and the third version was where serve robotics was removed, but we actually did an AI formatting. So I'll just say, yes, proceed, and restore to version V1. And now it's asking for permission to restore to previous version. So I'm just going to say, I can do always allow, I can do allow once. So I will just do allow once. So now it's restored. Now let's go back to the Memory Studio and see what actually happened. So this is the tab that I already had opened. I'm going to refresh it so that it fetches all the recent updates that we did in ChatGPT. And yeah, now it's loading the memory, and we can see that now serve robotics is inside it again. And we can see the version history here. So now we have the V1, V2, and V3 is the restored version where we restored it back to the contents of V1. So we can see like all the changes that we did as well. So that's it. That's what you can do as well. And if there are any further questions, you can contact us at contact@plurality.network, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.